everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D and AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers come 5 after a Week 14 win. There's Jameis Winston. For him, the numbers weren't overwhelming, but did enough to get the victory. 5th straight for Tampa Bay.
And they believe right now. I mean, you talk about a great feeling and spirit around that team, that organization. And no, Jameis Winston did not have his best stuff in the last game, but he's like a crafty pitcher, finding a way to keep the ball in play, let his defense do the work for him, etc. But the big one was key third down plays. He made plays, and that kept them going.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there. Let him go get it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Throwing again. Winston on second and 10. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. They'll throw again. Winston finding time. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Now the first NFL field goal try for the rookie second-round pick, Roberto Aguayo. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Levante David. He's down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's go! 190!
A second down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was targeted 9 times, was Dez against New York. Just 1 catch for 10 yards. Also had a fumble.
2 catches against New York in 2 games this year for Dez Bryant. Janoris Jenkins, a pickup for the Giants in the offseason at cornerback, has done a nice job against him. But I will say this, if they go a third time, they had better be prepared in New York because Dez Bryant, his pride and ability could be a breakout for him.
Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, Zeke continues to lead the NFL in rushing by a wide margin against the Giants on Sunday night. Racked up his 5th 100-yard outing of the year, but 24 carries to get to 107.
And they don't mind that at all because with 24 carries, that usually means Dallas is controlling the clock and controlling the scoreboard. In this game, what the Giants did was let him have his carries, but they kept him from getting those super explosive plays. His best run of the night, just 15 yards. They made him really work for it.
Another carry for the rookie Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. 38.
Second down, Prescott. Escobar with it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Still first down.
Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
second down following the run.
Ready. White 25.
Now a second down throw for Winston. It's caught. Humphries. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And for Martin in Week 14, had a couple decent carries, but all in all, not the greatest of outings. Less than 3 yards per tote, 66 on 23 carries.
And coming off of last year's monstrous year where he was a Pro Bowler, All-Pro, they expected more of the same. But he hurt a hamstring early in the season, and that set him back. So in 7 games this year, the 66 yards he just had against New Orleans, that was the second highest total in a game for him this season.
Here's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. Fresh set of downs here. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Again, they run with Sims. Oh, nice move. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One quarter down. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400-yard second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good coming off that 5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
Ready. Move away. Push that up.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. That's caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Russell Shepard, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. End zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards. Only one game where he didn't get over 100. Remember, he demanded the ball from then on out. I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so.
And now they're giving it to him here on the next level. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
It's Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, let's go. What? Nine. What? Nine.
First down, Prescott. He dumps off to Morris. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
How about a 6th-round pick that turns in 1,000-yard seasons his first 3 years in the NFL? That's Alfred Morris.
Yeah, that's productive. Fell off a little bit, though, last year in 2015.
And that's exactly why he's in Dallas and no longer in Washington.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Prescott on the left side, he finds Beasley. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The give is to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Come on, let's go. What?
Prescott on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Come on, let's go. What?
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Gurley now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Humphries. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They go play action here on first down. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield. That's Martin. 2nd down. Winston. It's caught. Humphries. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Winston with a give to Martin. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Bucs a 1st down. Time to step aside. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. First down, Winston. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll throw again. Winston. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Again, it's Winston. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal. Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now the rookie Roberto Aguayo for the Bucs field goal try. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So Aguayo connecting there. He was 3 of 3 in Week 14. And after a sluggish start to the season, 12 of his last 14. So starting to pick things up.
And remember, he's a Florida State guy. And he played there with Jameis Winston, the starting quarterback of Tampa. So I asked Jameis about him, and he said, look, he's having a normal rookie year for a kicker. Some ups and some downs. So I pressed him a little bit more, and he said, listen, I'm his biggest supporter, but I'm also his biggest critic because we need him for us to get to the playoffs.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, a fun league-wide story, no matter who we're covering, is Detroit. Another come-from-behind win for Matthew Stafford and company. They're now 9-4 this year.
How about 13 games? 12 of them they've been behind in the fourth quarter. 9, as you just mentioned, they've won. And Matthew Stafford's the key reason why. He has to be in the discussion for most valuable player, the way he's rallied his team. And I'm going to flip it over. There's one other guy we've got to talk about from the AFC side. He had a rough game in his last out against Kansas City. But Derek Carr has had a magnificent year, and the 2 of them are both playing hurt. Injuries to their throwing hands.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. first down, Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. 190.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go. 190. 190.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Extra point try by Bailey. It's good, and it's 21-10. Five plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd and turn things around. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Buccaneers lined up at the 10. It's Jameis Winston, a completion over the middle, and that goes as a 10-yard touchdown. The Bucs tied up at 7. 3rd down from inside the 10. Bryant's going to haul in the pass, and he'd cap off the 11-play drive with a TD. Cowboys is up now by 7. Now to late in the first half. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and he'll go in for the touchdown. Cowboys go up by 11. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to AT&T Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis now on first down. And Boyd has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They run. Martin, just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now the rookie, Roberto Aguayo, for the Bucs field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Prescott on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's second down. And, Charles, let's switch gears for a second. Big news on Monday. Los Angeles now looking for a new head coach. Could it be a good thing that they make this move now as opposed to at the end of the season?
I think in a lot of ways, yes, because you become the focal point for all people who might be interested in the job, and I think a lot of people will be. It is Los Angeles, great market, but how about the team? Jared Goff, the rookie quarterback, Todd Gurley, the tremendous runner, Aaron Donald on defense, and a heck of a defense around him. A lot of good reasons to be interested in this job. I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go.
Second down, Prescott. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And tough starting field position here.
Ready. Who ready? Where's that?
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Martin. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got time. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Winston now from the 50. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll get it up the middle. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open left side, it's Williams. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion. Give to Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Again, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run with Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. 190.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott on the left side. He finds Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. 190.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
The coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter. They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going while continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
One back is Morris. He's going to get the football. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Elliott. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Now, this fielded at the 2. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Ready, ready.
Winston to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol. A 20th carry here for Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't know that it was exactly drawn up this way, but sometimes blitzes aren't just for passes. Sometimes you have run blitzes, and the safety came through clean and took him down on the draw play. Excellent job by the defender diagnosing and making the play.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd, surveying the field. He completes it to Bryant, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
This is Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go.
Prescott now on second down. And he floats one there, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now the 5th-year man, this is Lance Dunbar. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 on the pickup. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throws it to Humphries. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that has to be fun for a head coach to watch. They've been working on clock management since the first day they went to camp. And guess what? It all came together there. A team that understood the situation, got out of bounds, and stopped the clock.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Ready. Blue ready.
On second down, Martin. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Drops it off to Martin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now whistles here before the snap. Look like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
Was one of my favorite announcers always used to say after a touchdown, give him 6. Now they've got it, but they need 2 in order to tie. This is why teams spend a lot more time on 2-point conversions, because they've become more prevalent in the NFL.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Winston to throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Prescott to throw. Finding time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Tried
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Whitehead, the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through is going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.